What is going on, guys? So just first I want to apologize for any like sound you can hear the really hard raining outside or whatever. But yeah, so I did a poll on the Amino app. If any of you guys know Amino or follow me on Amino or know me through the Amino app thing, it's a way to kind of do polls and stuff and show my videos and get some people to look at the videos and stuff like that. So like I recently done a poll of the deck profiles, and one of the deck profiles was I had Red Dragon Archfiend, Blue Eyes, Chaos Max, Cyber Dragon, and Cyber deck. And everybody wanted Red Dragon Archfiend, so I did the Red Dragon Archfiend deck. And this is the second one, so this was the next most voted was Cyber Dragon, and then probably Blue Eyes, and then Cybers, and I will get them eventually out. But like I said, things are pretty hectic, and I don't want to do things like a combo video now for Red Dragon Archfiend. I want to do a couple of things like that. But first, let's get into the deck profile. Yeah, so this is the OTK version, and because of the new ban list, a couple of cards have changed, and but the deck has become a little bit more consistent, I would say. Sorry for the shine as well, to get the shine off the camera. So anyway, the first three cards you run is the three OP Saber Dragon. Everybody knows what Saber Dragon does. He's just he can stop extra links as well, just as an extra thing. One card that I run that not a lot of people actually run is Cyber Eltanin. It's a board wipe, and I know you have to banish all the spells and traps in, or not. You have to banish all the Cyber Dragons and Machine type monsters in the graveyard, but you do get to wipe the board, and that's why it's just kind of good. Next, I have the three soldiers. Soldiers just used for discarding a light and then special summoning them, and then searching another soldier and doing the same thing and hopefully getting a Nova and then an Infinity out. Turn one basically is what you want. If you're going first, you're going to want to get an Infinity out. And if you're going like turn two, you want to kind of OTK with Seeger and Rampage. Or yeah, you can OTK with a few different things, but yeah. Next off is Cyber Dragon Hertz. Hertz is just one of the best cards that come out of the last Cybernetic Horizon. Cybernetic Horizon, I think it was called. Yeah, so Hertz basically, he becomes Cyber Dragon in the field. If he's a special summon, you can make his level become 5, and if he's sent to the graveyard, you can add another Cyber Dragon from your deck to the deck or graveyard to your hand. So like a lot of the times, if you just have this in your hand, you can normal summon him, go for Linkuriboh. He sends himself to the graveyard and search out Cyber Dragon, or you can discard him off Galaxy Soldier. There's loads of different things you can use with him to get Cyber Dragon in your hand, because it's always good to have the Cyber Dragon in your hand. Not much more to say about him. Then Core is a really good one as well. Core is one of the best ones. So Core searches out any of your spell and trap cards, which basically searches out every one of your Cyber Dragon cards. You have a couple of Cyber spell and trap cards, so it works well for different things you might use. Like there's a trap card, and there's a couple of spells we'll get through as well. And then the one Veer. Veer is just Veer's just another name, Cyber Dragon on the field. If he's normal or special, summon Cyber Dragon, etc. And the damage type, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. And then each Cyber Dragon you control gains 500 attack and defense. You don't really use the gain attack stuff, but he's just nice to have an extra Cyber Dragon on the field. Then this choice here, I'm waiting for the structure deck to come out for to have 3 Ash Blossoms. So far I'm running 2 Ash and 1 Ghost. You need to have hand traps kind of thing, and I'm not running Drag Down by the Grave, so I maxed out on kind of as many hand traps as I could, like Effect Failure. Effect Failure is just another option for Impermanence. It's kind of cheaper version, and when Ash Blossom does come out in the structure deck, it will be cheaper again. So you can use that. I mean, just good little hand trap. A lot of people are actually running, I seen another deck profile where somebody's running 3 Ash and 3 Ghost. But I find it takes away the OTK part of the deck. You want to kind of consistently open up with all your Cyber Dragons and stuff, and if your opponent summons extra deck monsters, you want to go into Mega Fleet. If your opponent has special monsters, you want to go into Nova and take their attack position monster and then negate their stuff. Or if you find the opening to go for Cyber Twin Dragon off your Power Bond and OTK that way, or go for a Rampage Dragon, do that as well. You know, it's just options. That's it for the monsters. Then we have 3 Cyber Emergency. So Cyber Emergency basically searches any. You can add a light machine type monster that can't be normal to summoner sets. So you can search your Eltanin, or you can now. A lot of people actually swap out your Eltanin for Chizakiru, just if your opponent does have something that you just want to get over, and it's a very viable option. I'd either run or Jizukiru or Altan, probably not both. They do come kind of similar to the thing, to wipe your board a little bit of what you kind of need, and Jizukiru is a really good idea. But I just went for Saber Altan just because it looks better. But if you're going to do more competitive, maybe Jizukiru for him. So anyway, add one Light Machine Dragon monster that cannot be normal under a set, or a Saber Dragon monster from your deck to your hand. It can't be negated, and if it is negated, it gets to set itself again or something, or search another one. So it can't really be negated. And then 2 Cyber Repair Plant, basically Saber Dragon to graveyard, get to search out Light Machine type monsters. You can search out your Soldier or Hertz or whatever combo piece you're looking for to finish off your OTK. The 1 Rev system, it's searchable, so I don't see the point of but like core, this is how good core is. Like, so if you have a Cyber Dragon in the graveyard, you're going to search and you need your combo piece, you go for Cyber Repair Plant. If you don't have your Saber Dragon in the graveyard the first turn, you want to draw something that's to search for something, you go for Saber Emergency. If you have them in the graveyard this later game, you go for Cyber Rev system to go for something else, you know. And then there's a trap I'll talk about later now in a sec. Then we have 3 Machine Dupe. It's kind of a staple in Saber Dragons, Machine Duplication, just because you have Core and Hertz, and eventually you have Naster as well. And if you open up this card first turn, you're going to be able to get your OTK off as well, just because you target a machine type monster with 500 less attack, and then you can special summon 2 Saber Dragons from your deck to the field or whatever. So like, it's just 3 instant 3 monsters for 2 cards, so you're going +1. And then 3 Overload Fusion, just like I said, for the OTK Rampage Dragon. So it's pretty easy to make Seeger. It only takes 2 monsters, and with all the Saber Dragon special summoning stuff, it's not too hard to get 2 monsters out. You go for Seeger, and then you Overload Fusion for Rampage, destroy any of your opponent's back row, and then attack 3 times and use Saber Dragon Seeger's effect to boost his attack. That's the most basic OTK. Then for a bit of defense, actually, is limit removal. Defense and great offense, good defense. Limit removal, basically, if you even have just leave your Cyber Dragon on the field and you have limit removal, it's going to get 42. Like, it's still pretty big. And if you're even attacking and you want to go for some crazy damage, just go for limit removal. Like, Seeger becomes 42. Most of them become crazy high attacks. And if you use something like this with Power Bond, it just goes into the crazy heights. So at the recent ban list has made this up to 3. So it's just a good to help out your OTK as well. Then the 1 Cyber Load Fusion, just say all your stuff goes tits up in a way, and you use your Overload Fusion to get rid of all your materials, and it's negated. The Cyber Load Fusion is to get back some of your stuff. You can fusion summon a Cyber Dragon monster, shuffling the banished monsters back from the banished zone into the deck, and then you get the fusion summon there. But you can also use it as an extra attack as well after you use Overload Fusion, just to hit this on the field after while attacking, and just go for something. If your opponent does end up stopping you, at least you're still going to get some damage maybe as well. So you can do, like I said, offensive or defensive, just because it's a quick play spell. The 1 Foolish Burial for you can use it for Core. Core can banish himself and special summon a Saber Dragon, or you can use it for your Hertz, and then you can search out your Saber Dragon. It's another search card. The 1 Power Bond, just because I'm running the 1 Cyber Twin Dragon, if it's very easy to get 2 Cyber Dragons, and then Power Bond is just going to make Cyber Twin Dragon 56. And like things with limit removal goes to show you, like, it's going to be 11,200. The 1 Monster Reborn, because Soul Charge is now gone, so I mean, I always ran Monster Reborn, but Soul Charge is gone, so you still need Monster Reborn. And then the last Cyber card is Cybernetic Overflow. It's really good. It banish Cyber Dragons with different levels from your hand, face up, field, or graveyard, and destroy equal number of cards on your opponent controls. If this card leave the field or destroyed, add a Cyber spell or trap card from deck to your hand. Only one of, because it is searchable, like I said, and it's just really good, like, for stopping your opponent, all the stuff. I mean, you're going to have a good couple of stuff, and then it works well with your Cyber Load Fusion as well. It just, the whole deck has such good synergy that way. So next, let's get into the extra deck. So start off with the fusions. I'm kind of old school. I go fusion, synchro, XC, and then links. So I'm running the 2 Mega Fleet. The reason being is, even just say you use the first Mega Fleet. Maybe you can get rid of this and only run 1, but maybe get rid of the first Mega Fleet, and your opponent ends up still summoning a crazy board. You just summon as like something crappy like Core, and then just get rid of your whole opponent's extra Monster Zone thing. And it's just really good. He's going to have 2400 attack using the 2. It's just nice. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon for Sky Strikers as well. The Sky Strikers are still a thing. And then if you do have Jizukiru, like, you could just tribute your opponent's monster, summon Jizukiru, summon a Saber Dragon, and fuse for Chimera Tech Fortress. It's an option. Then for a defensive kind of option is Cyber Eternity Dragon. He's mainly used with Cybernetic Overflow. It's just the card he came out in as well, so if you guys want to see the card a little bit better. He's got a 4,000 defense. Requires a Cyber Dragon monster and 2 machine type monsters, so it's not that hard to go into either. And if you have a machine type monster in the graveyard, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects, also cannot be stride, so it's kind of like later game, I suppose, the card. Then I'm running the one old school Chimera Tech over Dragon. So he can gain a crazy attack for like an OTK as well if your opponent had attack position monster, can't shove a battle or something like that. He can just go up to crazy attack. He gains 800 for each Cyber Dragon that was banished using his fusion effect. Then the one Cyber Twin Dragon, like I said, he can go up to the 11,200 attack if you use Power Bond and limit removal. Like, it's just crazy. That was the old OTK. Then the one Rampage Dragon. So I got rid of Instant Fusion. Somebody asked me in the last video, what would you use for Instant Fusion? If you were to use Instant Fusion, a Rampage Dragon is always an option if you can't open with all your Cyber Dragons or your Galaxy Soldiers or whatever. It's always an option, but Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon in this particular deck profile, I'm just using Rampage for the OTK purposes. He destroys back row. He's definitely one of the best Chimera Techs as well. He destroys all the back row and then can attack up to 3 times by getting rid of Cyber Dragons in your deck, send them to the graveyard. So he's good that way. So that's all the fusions. Very heavy fusion based deck without actually running any fusion cards really. Then the one Infinity and the 2 Nova. I actually never went into a second Infinity, and I barely go into the Cyber Dragon Nova, but I use Nova mainly to get the Seeger as well, because he can special himself and then special summon under Cyber Dragon from the graveyard, and then he can go for Infinity. And if I did see a second Cyber Dragon Nova, I like having him on the field because your opponent's going to be a bit wary of destroying him, because he has an effect as well, a destruction effect that can special on any fusion monster, machine fusion monster from your extra deck. So you can go for Eternity for another extra defense or something like that if that was the case. And Infinity is just a wicked card. He negates stuff and then he can take your opponent's attack position monster as a material. Just definitely one of the best meta cards that was still to this day sees some sort of play. Then the one Borreload Dragon, not saying you're going to go into it, but it's just nice to have. Borreload Dragon is still one of them OP cards. Then I got Topologic Trizbane because I hate Altergeist and this deck struggles against Altergeist. I actually physically as a duelist struggle against Altergeist. I hate them, can't play against them. I don't have time to read all their effects, and then they just like outthink me in a way. I just hate Altergeist, not a fan. I love to play them, but I hate playing against them. Then we have Seeger. So Seeger is a link monster that actually helps with your stuff. So what Seeger does basically is making a monster, one of your Cyber Dragon monsters gain 2100 attack. He can't attack directly that turn, but he can still destroy one of your monsters. So if your opponent has one monster, you summon this and Rampage or something, you're going to get Rampage, gain 2100 attack, as well as being able to attack 3 times, and then Cyber Dragon Seeger will still be able to attack your opponent's monster or whatever, if he has enough. So that's a good card there. Then we have Cleafort Genius. Cleafort Genius is a good card if you have machine duplication out in the field, because you can just say you have Cleafort Genius out in the field, you use core, let's say, and you have machine duplication, you special summon to the 2 zones. He gets an additional effect. If the 2 monsters special in the zone discard points at the same time, you can add 1 level 5 higher machine type monster from deck to your hand. So you can search out your Cyber Dragon. I mean, you can swap this for something when better machine type things like Platinum Gadget and stuff comes out. You'll obviously swap this, but at the minute, Cleafort Genius was like the first machine benefit from like Link monsters. And then the one Linkuriboh, like I said, for that combo before with Hertz, and you just send Hertz to the grave and special and Linkuriboh and get his search effect off there. So that's it for the video, guys. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe. You're all beautiful, and yeah, good luck.